political hit job and a warning shot to others who dare question the leftist authority right now in New York City?
Well, they're ruining the city completely, and it's a tragedy, and I think everyone in the city knows it. And there are so many things for Letitia James to investigate. For example, Mayor de Blasio's wife can't account for $900 million in a organization that I started and Bloomberg continued, and he ruined. He named it Thrive New York, which really seems to be Thrive somebody we don't know who. Nobody's investigating that, Laura. That's $900 million in New York City. The city council went crazy when they found out about it, and now nobody wants to talk about it. So that could easily be investigated. The NRA is ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous what she's doing. And she's seeking capital punishment for whatever she claims are the errors.
Well, just so people know how she's justifying her lawsuit, so people get what her so-called logic is, this is what she said.
Why call for it to dissolve instead of just the removal of these people and try to keep this organization intact?
Because the corruption was so broad, and because of the level of waste, and because they had basically destroyed all of the assets of the corporation, it was critically important that one of the causes of actions and one of the remedies that we are seeking is the dissolution of the NRA.
You are delusional.
Isn't this just a lawsuit to crush an influential conservative organization in an election year, Rudy?
Of course it is. I mean, she's a poor excuse for a lawyer anyway.
Yep.
And she ran on a single issue, which was get Trump.
Yep.
Rather inappropriate for an attorney general or district attorney to run to get one person. And now this case against the NRA brought suit against her. My money is on the NRA.
Yeah,
I wouldn't bet on her legal acumen anyway, but the reality is that this is just a silly lawsuit. She's got real scandals to look at. The one I mentioned, $900 million, that went to Obama's wife and the charity she was running.
Yep.
Nobody has the guts to look at that. Not the DA,
No.
who's turned out to be another political hack.
Yeah.
So Vance. I mean, he's just a complete politician, not
What
a
does this
district
all
attorney.
mean? What does this all mean to the city? It's kind of funny to see Cuomo begging people to come back to the city. But for all of us,
It means they can't govern, Laura.
what happens to New York? What happens to New York now?
It means what Governor Pataki said about 10 days ago. He and I, did everything we could to turn this place around and did. He said this city's going to be finished if de Blasio keeps going in this direction. It's not going to be revivable. You can't drive away this much capital so quickly. You can't have crime rates go up. I mean, I brought murder down the first year. I did 20%. He brought it up 24%. Now, how do you keep up with that? They turn the city around like that. There's no graffiti all over the city of New York.
It's so depressing for all of us. For all of us who have, either have lived in New York or work in New York, it's a heartbreak. And tonight, our message to America is, this can happen to where you live if you make the wrong decisions politically. This is not just going to be confined to New York. If the Biden gang gets in charge, Rudy, this kind of retribution campaign is going to be sweeping the country. And I mean the Midwest, too. Last word.
Oh, absolutely. There will be criminalization of politics in the worst way, and there will be deterioration like you see in New York and Chicago and Baltimore. And that's our future if we elect Biden and the Democrats. No doubt about it.
Rudy, the difference between New York when you were mayor and all of us were still young in the city, and now it is just I'm angry about it, but I'm heartbroken as well for the people of New York.
It's my heart too.
It is a heartbreak. Rudy, thank you so much.
A lot of hard work.
You bet. And if